Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Harlie.
This is Should You Need Us? Your cosmic invitation to the absurd, the obscure, and the astonishingly weird.
Let the oddities begin.
Welcome to episode 15.
15, baby.
15 episodes of Should You Need Us.
15 episodes of you guys listening to our beautiful voices and ridiculous stories.
15 weeks of comedic education.
Mm-hmm. I hope you guys have learned at least something.
Yeah, I hope you guys have learned and laughed.
Alongside with us, because we've laughed a lot.
And
God knows.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I have too.
I'm learning more every time, every episode.
Yeah. And update on a few episodes ago when I said that monkeys were putting grass in their ass.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh, that's AI."
Well, the photos that I saw were for sure AI.
But there was an article written, and I know articles can also be AI, but you guys, I think it might be real. I think it's a new fashion trend. And to top it off, there is also another new fashion trend among animals. Elephants are putting grass on their heads.
What?
Elephants, there's been pictures of elephants just wearing, piles of grass on their heads.
I need to see photographs.
What is my, Instagram algorithm where I'm just getting a bunch of, animals wearing grass as different outfits?
Well, now you looked it up, and now it's going to be constantly...
That's true.
What? It's like a phenomenon for the monkey, the chimps. I think chimpanzees are different than monkeys. I'm trying to be respectful.
My bad. Chimpanzees, not monkeys.
They were doing it in 2013.
Oh, that was a while ago. Is it coming back? Vintage maybe? It's retro?
Harlie, I gotta be honest. I don't know where you saw the monkey. I think a lot of these things you see are just little clickbaity videos.
Probably. Well, and I never actually click on anything. I just see it, and then I am whoa, wild, and then I scroll.
Okay, they're saying here it's a trend that reemerged 40 years later, flared jeans.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is by the CBC radio website.
That sounds legit.
I am inclined to believe. Chimpanzees are fascinating, and I could see them, literally doing this, to... Oh god, I'm reading something else. That's...
Wait, what did you see now?
It says that, most surprisingly, they happened upon 2 male chimps engaging in post-conflict fellatio.
Mm.
So, chimpanzees are very advanced, and maybe they would want to wear grass up their butt as a fashion statement.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I believe this article.
Yes.
Am I skimming it? Yes.
So if that's real, the elephant one has to be real, because the chimpanzee one is less believable than elephants putting grass on their heads.
Yeah, elephants do all kinds of cute, silly shit like that. I believe that.
I also, this week, saw something, and Victor called me out and was like, "You just believe anything that you hear." And I was like, God, I'm fucking 90 years old. But I saw this, girl talking on Instagram, and she was saying that dinosaurs are coming back.
I mean, I hear this, I feel every few years.
But, so dinosaurs are related to birds, or birds, dinosaurs. And scientists apparently are trying to bring out those dormant genes that birds have.
Oh, no.
Because they still have all those genes from... I'm not a scientist, by the way.
In case you didn't know.
But they have all those, dormant genes inside them. And so scientists right now are trying to bring them out. So, chickens are getting, teeth and growing tails.
Okay, they need to stop this right now. We're going to have a Jurassic Park situation on our hands. I feel like we talked about this in another episode where I was like, no, they need to stop before.
Yeah, we've seen the movie.
Didn't they learn anything?
Apparently not. Well, they keep making movies, too, so apparently we haven't learned jack shit.
Wow, okay. I need to do some solid research, apparently. I have some fears. I have some new fears after leaving today's episode.
Yeah.
Birds already scare people a lot because of their dinosaur-like qualities, so I don't think they need more of that.
Well, then the movie The Birds from, like, what, the 30s?
Oh, yeah.
That was a terrifying movie. Very scarring.
You know, Hitchcock did a good job on that one. It was pretty scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
I'm looking at a picture of, like, a vampire bat thing, too. That's kind of scary. I'm like,
he's cute.
Vampire bats.
He's cute.
Dinosaurs. He is cute.
Ooh, I did watch the new Frankenstein.
Oh, that? Okay, yeah. That's old news. I watched that one weeks ago. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is old news. But I just watched it.
That is a good one. Speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, spooky creatures.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are real. They're not like a spooky...
Is
I'm like,
Frankenstein
in
real?
my head, I'm like trying to make a connection between like cryptids and dinosaurs. I'm like, oh wait, dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Okay.
Past tense. Extinct.
No, not anymore, Harley. They're
Yeah.
fucking bringing them back.
They're bringing them back. Just like the mammoths.
What did you just say to me?
Just like the mammoths?
No, before that.
Frankenstein.
Oh yes, yeah. What did you think of it?
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was pretty. It was better than I expected.
Yeah, I love Guillermo
Del Toro.
Del Toro. Yeah,
I do too. I love his monster work. I do think some parts were just like hot, gray, Jacob Elordi. Like, okay, it looked kind of like the alien from Prometheus.
Oh yeah,
Like
because of all the like how the scars
the
landed
way
on
he
his
was
head.
connected and gray. He just kind of looked like one of the creators, whatever they're called, like the big gray aliens from.
Which I could go down a whole rabbit hole on those movies.
Yeah, well, we should, because I have some maybe possibly alien episodes coming up.
Yes, I'm so here for it. I saw someone post a picture today, actually, of... It was a cloud. A circular cloud. They happen all the time over Mount Rainier. But someone was like, is this a UFO? And I was like, nah, bitch, that's a fucking cloud.
No, bitch, that's just
That's nature.
Just a circular spherical cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like kind of like a saucer, but it's not.
Yeah.
They watched too many Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah. Too many X-Files shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many episodes of
Wow.
X-Files.
That confused me. This espresso martini is getting to me.
Yeah, this is good. I'm like halfway through it and I'm like, that mixed with my period brain.
Mm-hmm. You notice how I said espresso?
Espresso? Good job, Harlie.
Instead of espresso?
Yeah. Every time I will think of the Sabrina Carpenter song. She has changed the course of pop culture.
I don't know
stuck
much.
in my head.
Yeah. I don't know much about her.
She's just Sabrina.
I love the name.
Don't get me started. She's like an old...
Old?
Not old. She's old compared to being the kid star she was. She's like a Nickelodeon star.
Yeah, I do know that about her.
Yeah. Now she's really old.
All right.
On a scale of child to adult, she's old.
She's old, so what are we?
What are we? We're ancient.
I'm okay with that. I already act ancient. AI is already fooling me left and right, so I can't catch a break.
Yeah, the AI shit, I'm not gonna lie, Harlie. Y'all, listeners, that's why I haven't posted a picture of, like, the chimps with the grass sticking out of their butt, because I couldn't find a picture that wasn't AI. So if you can find one, let me know.
And this is why you're in charge of the Instagram, because I would be posting AI shit left and right.
Some days, I really, it's hard to, it's very hard to make sure it's not.
But fact check me. It's okay. I will admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, we're here for the fact checking. We hate AI.
Mm-hmm.
But some of this stuff, it's just so weird that I'm like, is this real life? But of course, animals do weird shit all the time.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, so happy New Year, y'all. This is our 15th episode. We're recording. This is our first episode we are recording in the new year, not the first one you've heard of the new year.
Yes. But first one we're recording of the new year. That's right.
And we just want to thank you guys all for hanging on and hanging out and If you feel inclined to, please leave us a 5-star review or a comment, like, subscribe.
Love chatting with you guys. I feel like community is the number one takeaway from this podcast so far that I have gathered. I love talking to people about it. I feel like it will come up in conversation so naturally, and then I'm like always so embarrassed to be like, well, I have a podcast, and I'm like, oh, I talked about that on my podcast.
Yeah, I say that sometimes too, and then I'm like, a little cringe, but you know what?
You know what? I don't give a fuck about being cringe. I'm here to embrace the cringe.
Yep.
We're living in war times. We're living in hell.
Yeah.
We're living in a fascist state where you can get arrested for literally legally protesting. On the news, mind you. You can just get arrested.
Yeah,
I
saw that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is so fucked up. And, history repeats itself, and so...
Mm-hmm. So more than ever, we all need each other. And I like meeting with you every week and
I know.
talking
This is my
about
favorite
things
part of the week.
Yeah, mine too. And like some of it might be silly AI debating. But it's good. This is what we need to be doing. We need to be picking it apart.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Always ask questions.
Yeah. Continue to fact check.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be a little better at some of my fact checking. But I feel like for the most part, we're doing an authentic job. Happy to be here with y'all. Grateful for every day that we get.
Yeah. And if you guys have any stories you want to send in, recommendations on things you want to hear us cover, please send that. And
with that, who's ready to hear another story?
Story time.
Story time.
Okay.
Story time.
Yeah, you guys are really going to like this one. I realized that we had covered some questionable men, and I was like, I think it's time that we do a badass lady. Yes, we did do Elizabeth Krebs, and she was kind of, interesting and was the inventor of Halloween, so we got to give her that. But she was kind of a cranky lady.
Yeah, I would love to cover... That's such a good point. We've covered a lot of, moustached men. We need to move away from the patriarchy a little bit.
Yes. So, this is about Virginia Hall. Have you heard of her?
Virginia Hall. No, I can't say that. It's such a unique name.
But, yeah. So, basically...
I've heard of Virginia Slims.
Yep. Not named after her. But so while Jasper Masculine may or may not have been doing his part for the war, he could have just been doing magic shows. Virginia Hall was actually a badass bitch fucking up Nazis.
Okay, I think I have heard of her. Now that you're giving me a little more context, I do think I know who this is.
So I'll just cite my sources real quick because I know if I don't know, I'll forget. Wikipedia, a YouTube channel called The Fat Electrician, and archivinghistory.com and CIA.gov. So I'll give you a background on her first. So she was born in Baltimore, Maryland. Her father was Edwin Hall, and he was a very wealthy businessman. She also had an older brother that was 4 years older, and she spent a lot of time with her dad and older brother, and she wasn't the typical girl of the early 1900s. She loved fishing and hunting with her dad and brother. So she was very kind of tomboy-y.
Gay. Just kidding.
In school, she was also a star student. She was the editor-in-chief of the yearbook in her high school, and she was also class president her senior year. And then she was accepted into some of the top women colleges. However, her mom was like, okay, girl, time to put down the fishing pole and put on a dress. You're not going to college. We got this other wealthy family right here with a boy your age. We got to merge these two wealthy families. So you're getting married.
Nice try, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. So, at 18, Virginia became engaged. But by the time she was 19, her fiancé had cheated on her. So Virginia was like, screw this. I am going to school. So she broke off the engagement and attended Radcliffe College.
Hell
and
yeah.
also Barnard College. And she studied economics and languages.
Good for her.
So while in college, she became fluent in French, Italian, and German. And
Wow.
her goal was to become a diplomat, which was nearly impossible to do as a woman. But knowing a shit ton of languages most definitely gives you a leg up in becoming a diplomat. And then she started to attend college in Europe. She went to France, Germany, and Austria.
Wow.
And this was in the late 1920s.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask. Like, wow. She's very progressive for her time.
Yeah. And so late 1920s,
Independent.
she was finishing college in Europe. And we all know that, like, the 30s, the rise of fascism, the Nazi Party. And so Virginia was seeing this all, like, up close. She was on the, like, seeing everything unfold.
Oh, God. Kind of where we are right now.
Yeah. Very relevant to life. So in 1931, she applied for a job at the embassy in Poland. She didn't get the job as a diplomat, but she was basically like a secretary. And she was determined to make her way to be a diplomat. So after her first year of working at the embassy, she applied to be a diplomat, but then they lost, quotation marks, her application. They're like, sorry, try again next year.
Sorry, secretary woman.
Yeah. And so then the next year she applied and she hand-delivered her application in. So she got her interview, but she was given the wrong time.
Those fuckers.
Disqualifying her.
Wow, that was done on purpose.
Yep. So then she was like, you know what? Fuck Poland. I'm going to go to the embassy in Turkey.
Okay.
So it's 1933 now. She's living in Turkey. Same position, but new location. And she was just making the best of it. She made some hunting friends that would go out, like, hunting together. Well, on one of these hunting trips, girl accidentally shoots herself in the foot.
Oh, no.
She's, like, trying to hop over a fence. It's muddy. She slips. Forgot the safety wasn't on her gun. Shoots herself in the foot. And they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, too.
Oh, no.
But luckily, they get her to a hospital. But in the hospital, her leg would become gangrenous.
Oh, no.
And it's the 1930s. Antibiotics aren't really a thing. So doctors are like, it's either you or your leg, you know?
Yeah.
So her leg had to be amputated just below the knee.
Damn.
Yeah. But she received a wooden leg that she named Cuthbert.
Cuthbert?
Yes, Cuthbert.
All right. This is some salad fingers type shit.
This is Cuthbert Cumberdale.
Wow, okay. I wonder, if that meant something.
Maybe.
Cuff of, like, the pants.
They think that maybe it was, like, an inside joke between her friends or something. They don't know the origin of the name.
I like this. It's definitely an inside joke.
Yeah. So she's out of the hospital, and her and Cuthbert, they're getting along great. She's understanding how to, like, walk with him. She's getting her life back on track and continue her dream of becoming an American diplomat. But she was a woman, so already strike against her.
And now she has a disability.
Yes. And so the patriarchy was like, ain't no way. At this time, we do not hire disabled people, especially disabled women.
Yeah.
They're like, straight up, you and Cuthbert could never be a diplomat.
Oh.
We don't accept amputees here.
This is such a setback.
So she was just like, okay, I'm going to just say fuck it to all embassies. And the war is going on right now. I'm going to become an ambulance driver for the French army.
Hell yeah.
So she...
That's what I was going to say. Like, why are you trying to go through these venues where these men keep stopping you? Just, like, go out there and, like, fuck shit up.
Yeah. Well, she's going to fuck some shit up. Let me just tell you.
Oh, no.
So, she is an ambulance driver, and this is where she happens to meet a British intelligence officer named George Bellows. And Bellows was super impressed by Virginia. He was like, it's this American woman who speaks 4 languages. She has this badass leg named Cuthbert. He's like, I think I got a job for you. So Bellows gives Virginia a phone number to a friend of his that works for the Special Operations Executive, which is SOE, and it's the British secretive force that was tasked with espionage and aiding in the resistance movement.
Okay.
And so the SOE, thought the same as Bellows, was like, female, American, fluent in all these languages. This bitch is going to be our spy now.
Can hide shit in her leg.
Yeah, because it was hollow. I didn't even think about that.
She's fucking got it all.
Oh my god, yeah. So, April 1941, Hall joined the SOE. Her code name was Diane, and she was the second female agent to be sent to France undercover.
Wow.
And during this whole time, the SOE sent around 41 female agents, but only 26 survived the war. And the motto of the SOE was Dubito ego sum, translated to I doubt, therefore I am.
Ooh, I like that.
So her cover was that she was a reporter for the New York Post, and that gave her a license to interview people, to gather information, but she wanted to do more than just gather info. So her first plan of spy action was to recruit a gynecologist and a brothel owner.
Hell yeah.
So you might be wondering, why these two individuals? Why were they so high on Virginia's list of alliances?
I was not wondering that, but someone might be.
So her plan was to get all of the brothel employees to go see this gynecologist, figure out which ones had STDs, and the ones with the STDs got a clean bill of health and then were told to only fuck Nazis.
Okay. This is a risky one. In a few ways. Oh, God.
Yeah, and then, so that was just one of the things she did. And also the brothels became a safe house for people that had been captured. And then she also got allies to smuggle in weapons, food, and heroin. And the heroin was for the purpose of giving it to the brothel workers with the STDs, so they could then distribute it to the Nazis they were fucking.
Wow.
So they could get them hooked on heroin.
She was like, you guys are going to put those pussies to work? Wow.
She also blew up, like, train tracks, so supply chains were damaged. But by now, word was getting out about this limping lady.
The limping lady. Oh, dear.
And Virginia was actually on the most wanted list as the limping lady.
Wow.
There were, like, posters up everywhere of her. They were like, there's a huge reward. She's one of the most dangerous, like, spies.
Wow.
The SOE was having a secret meeting in France, and Hall was getting, like, a bad feeling about it, so she just skipped the meeting. And then the meeting ended up being raided by Gestapo. So, call it a woman's intuition, but she was right.
She knew not to go.
Yeah. And only a handful of the SOE agents survived that.
Oh, no.
So now it's like wintertime. It's bare bones with the SOE. And she wrote a letter to the diplomats in London saying, in the SOE, if the SOE would send a piece of soap, she would be both very happy and much cleaner.
Aww.
So they were working with, like, nothing. It was also a very, like, lonely time for her, but she continued to make these connections and provide helpful information to the British. But all she had was Cuthbert, her wooden leg, to keep her company.
Damn.
And then it just, at this point, wasn't really safe for her anymore, so she had to escape. She escaped by train from Lyon to Perpignan?
Sure.
Yeah. She basically to the Pyrenees Mountains.
Okay.
And so she got to the Pyrenees Mountains. It's winter, snowy. Pyrenees Mountains is a 7,500 foot pass.
Oh my God.
That will take you to Spain, which is neutral. And she covered 50 miles in just 2 days over that snowy pass with her wooden leg.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing determination.
Yeah. And she wrote a letter to the SOE back in London like, before she, like, made her trek to Spain. And she said that she hoped that Cuthbert wouldn't cause her trouble along the way. And the SOE, not understanding her joke, responded with, "If Cuthbert is troublesome, eliminate him."
Oh my god. Eliminate him. It's like, do you think Cuthbert is a dog? And what did they think? Either way, the implication is just to kill whatever. Okay.
Whatever's troublesome, just kill it.
Just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Not much has changed.
Idiots.
After Spain, she went to London, and the SOE leaders declined to send her back to France, despite her request to do so. And the SOE was like, "Girl, your cover's blown. Like, the limp isn't fooling anyone." And
yeah, like, you're too much of a recognizable character now.
So she was like, "Okay, whatever, peace. I'm gonna go try to find another resistance to join." So she goes to the American Office of Strategic Services, the OSS.
Okay.
They give her a kind of low-rank shit-pay job, but it was to train in armed resistance groups. And these actually were groups that went on to conduct the sabotage to support the Allied invasion of Normandy.
Oh, wow. See, so she had a huge impact.
Yeah. However, Virginia wanted to get back in action. She wanted to be on the front line. She wanted to be doing that espionage shit. She said, "Fuck this," and managed to persuade the OSS to send her back to France in 1944. And she wanted to parachute in, but Cuthbert didn't like that idea, so she arrived by motorboat.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be pretty hard to parachute with a wooden leg. I don't know. I've never parachuted before.
I think, yeah, you might lose him in the turbulence.
And, like, that'd be a hard landing
The
for him.
wind, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, this time, she was disguised as an old peasant lady. She even filed her teeth down to make herself look more homely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that part.
Yeah. And her limp just made it look like she kind of had, like, an old lady shuffle. So
And she's like, I'm just old.
Yeah. And then sometimes she would be like a milkmaid and selling cheese to people.
Okay. Trying out a new disguise.
Yeah, because she can't be Diane anymore, the
No.
limping lady. She has to be old, shuffling peasant lady now. But yeah, so she was able to rekindle old connections, make new ones, and continue sabotaging the Nazis, doing things like destruction of ammunition factories. She did that kind of shit.
Wow.
After the war, she returned to the States, and she was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross by President Truman. And Truman was like, "Girl, you did a lot. Like, you were probably the most, like, threatening person to the Nazis over there. So we want to throw you this huge ceremony," but she declined because she was like, "But what if I need to go back undercover for something? I can't have people knowing who I am."
Excuse me, that's a little too much notoriety. I'm already getting called the limping lady. I don't need another fucking code name to be ruined.
Yeah, exactly. So she just had a small ceremony with just her and her mother and President Truman. Apparently her boyfriend at the time wanted to go, but her mother didn't approve of her boyfriend, so she was like, "Sorry, I'm gonna pick my mom." And
Damn.
yeah. So yeah, award very hush-hush. Also so hush-hush that a lot of this information about her role in World War II didn't really come out till after her death, because she never did any interviews. She didn't write a memoir.
Aww.
And according to family, the only reason that she didn't, like, talk about her role was because talking's the reason a lot of her friends died.
Well, yeah.
Which is kind of, like, a pretty badass thing to say. Like, it's sad, but also, like, talking is the reason a lot of my friends died, so I'm not gonna talk.
She's like, "I'm gonna take you with me to the grave."
And that is the story of Virginia Hall, the most dangerous woman.
Wow. She sounds like a fucking badass. I'm reading, there's a quote from the, like, chief of the Gestapo that said, quote, "I would give anything to get my hands on that limping Canadian bitch."
Oh, yeah, and that was another thing. Yeah, they thought she was Canadian.
I thought she was Canadian.
Because, I mean, even back then, they're just like, Americans are too stupid to do this kind of shit, so she must be Canadian. But nope.
Oh,
She's a
Virginia
rare one, that
Hall.
one. She's a rare one.
How did she pass away?
Well, she died when she was like 76.
Mm.
And so I think it was just kind of like old age, even though that's not really that old, but back then. And I think, too, all her time just...
In Maryland.
I feel like her body had really taken a beating.
Yeah, really taking a toll.
Because she was also, during her time living in France, like, she was, basically, she was, like, homeless at some points and, like, didn't have, like, was starving because there was no food. Like, it wasn't necessarily easy to get supplies to spies,
Probably not. That would risk your whole operation. You could die.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, she had the brothels. They kept her warm.
Oh, she fell in love with a fellow agent.
Oh, what a love story. I think that is the guy that couldn't go to her little knighting ceremony because her mom was like, no, I don't approve of him.
That might be who it is. And they were together off and on for years. It's probably him. It says they retired to a farm in Barnesville, Maryland, where she lived until her death. She's buried at the Druid Ridge Cemetery in Pikesville, Maryland.
If you're in Maryland, go say hi to her for us.
Field trip.
Field trip to Maryland.
Field trip. Oops, sorry. Wow. That was a good one. That was a good, strong pivot to a badass babe. Yeah.
Thank you.
So much of the history of the world that we live in is fraught with fucking misogyny and strong, or whatever, powerful men who think they're strong, but they're weak.
Yeah,
Dumb
weak, powerful
babies.
men.
That was a good one, Harlie.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, Virginia Hall. What a badass.
Mm-hmm. Part of the resistance. Fucking up Nazis. So yeah, well, Jasper Masculine may or may have not been playing little tricks with his magic gang.
Yeah, his stories are... Who knows if they're all true. Her stories, it's like, I believe every goddamn one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and she was actually on the CIA.gov. That was one of my, they reference her, on the CIA's website. And there's pictures of her and Truman. She's getting that medal. Masculine never got a medal.
This is, I'm pretty sure, who I've heard of everyone talking about, like, oh yeah, this badass spy, and she would, fuck Nazis and murder them, and, there can only be a few.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least, I'm sure there's probably more, but, that we know of.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then probably even fewer that actually survived to tell their tales.
That's the sad part. I can only hope to be as badass as Virginia.
I know. She is a role model. We should be learning about her in school.
Mm-hmm.
She should be flooding our Instagram, not... No offense, Sabrina Carpenter, but I don't see you befriending gynecologists and brothel owners.
Sorry, I'm when Sabrina Carpenter kills a Nazi, then she'll get an episode on this podcast.
And only then, Sabrina, if you're out there. If you want to be on our little podcast.
If you want to be... Yeah, Miss Carpenter, if you don't mind. Hopefully that brings everyone some laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
laughs and inspiration.
Inspiration.
Community. What was our 3 C's that we started with? Community.
Curiosity.
Yes.
And comedy.
Mm-hmm. Hope you had some good laughs, felt a sense of community, and left with a spike in curiosity.
Mm-hmm. And remember,
should you need us,
we'll be here. I'm just going to Google Nazi murdering women and see.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Erase that. I'm like that.
Oh, Nazis murdering.
That could go the other way around. I looked that up. I'm like, actually, no, that's not.
You have videos of Nazis murdering.
Who they're murdering.
Yep. Nope. Murderer of women who murders
women who are murdering the Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better wording.